So, welcome. Carl's Quest. I'm your host, Carl. I just got the papers for the competition. Oh. No. Copyright striking my video. So I got the papers. I'm signed in. This is the first day of Ölands havsöring cup, eller träff, I can't remember. That's cup now. Or like the one of two sea trout fishing tournaments on this island. And I'm gonna be competing like always, and my hardest challenge is not gonna be catching fish, but it's gonna be making this video both 2 days and a camping video, and try to make it like 30 minutes long on YouTube. So it's gonna be short and sweet clips, beautiful stuff happening. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, let's go to the first location. It was like -3 in the night. It was like looking really good in the beginning of the week, and then right before the tournament it started kind of turning to a different kind of a weather, so much colder, and the wind stopped being regular and just like hitting the same points and just started spinning. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But I think we're gonna actually start fishing where we were camping last time, so deja vu. But I'll see you in a second. It doesn't look like anyone has gone to this location. There's a lot of people competing this year. Oh, copyright music. There's a lot of people playing this year. And my thinking is, because it was pretty cold in the night, then we're gonna go and fish deep. And where's deep water for me right now? It's right in that part we fished last time. This time I'm actually gonna drive as far out as I can, because there's still tracks that go nearly all the way out, and I am competing, so I feel like yeah, I'm just gonna take some liberties. But other people have been driving this road, just didn't do it last time because we were trying to get a slight hike into the trip. But let's get out to the location and let's gear up and let's fish. Do I want to go further? Yeah, still have pretty decent ground clearing. I have a lot of ground clearing in this car. So I'm gonna get my car as far as I can get. So let's get out. It's really still in the water. I'm gonna fish deep, and then I'm gonna decrease the depth I fish in through the day. So we start here, we fish around till 11, and then we go further in, and then we eat lunch, and then we move to another location, and then we're gonna be in somewhere shallow where the sun has been hitting the whole day, and the water is warm, and the fish still feels like it has some cover. That'd be absolutely perfect. Yeah, no one here. So we're back here. Guess this is gonna be like my favorite location, because it has everything. And look at all the birds that are in the cove. And they're in that cove because the water is warmer there. So that's absolutely perfect. Oh, perfect. Swans, baby. Swans, warm water fish. So let's go. We had -3 in the night, so we need to find the warmest water we can find. Also, update, we got new pants. So I just ended up taking the hit and buying new pants, because the pants we've been fishing in have been so incredibly uncomfortable. Oh, there's a fingerprint. Oh, now you can see me better. They were so incredibly uncomfortable, and I'm gonna spend 20 hours wearing those pants. They're just that was not happening. But I tell you that story later tonight. Okay, so same location. Swans exactly kind of where I want them to be. The sun is beating down. Probably should just fish myself all the way there. In the camping video, I do apologize, but I managed to forget to put the horizontal stabilization on, so the whole video is like sideways when I'm out here fishing. And I got batteries with me. I got a fresh hook. We're competing, so yeah. I think we're just gonna take the first throw here. There's one there, warm water. Swan there, warm water. So this is looking great. Yeah, let's go. So let's do this together. First cast of the tournament. Same bait as I caught fish last time. Straight into the sunrise. Oh well, the sun rose 2 hours ago, but details. Okay, 3 casts. We're gonna move on. I'm not gonna film as much as I have been doing before because I just had added out a lot of stuff, and my videos become far too long. So I'm gonna shoot what's needed. First 3 casts here. I'm gonna move up a little bit, and then I'm gonna throw some more. And that bird there, it's called scour, and people blame that bird for the diminishing for like less salmon and trout. But I think people should also think about how dry it's been on both islands, and how less productive the whole Balkan is because of just pollution and droughts and overfishing, and died down the whole stocks of this. So we can't really blame one bird. But yeah, that bird didn't really exist on this island, I don't know, like 20, 30, 40 years ago or something. And now it's in abundance. So I think the plan is to shoot. In some areas I've seen like 6,000 birds. So I have no idea what the quota is in the Netherlands. But as an Icelander, I should probably shoot it and eat it, because it's probably something we already shoot and eat in Iceland. You just have to like pickle it in the ground. Now his friends showed up. But I kind of Karen straight on them and asked them to respect the 200 meters. So they're heading out there. I think the water is still pretty cold on this side, even though it's flowing in here. So I'm just gonna try to be fast so I can fish around and through the cove and the other side. Oh no, they're looking at that. Don't look at that side. So I can kind of just box them out. Like they're in a really good location. Like those stones there with where he's the furthest out. Some good water flowing in. It's the great thing about this peninsula is you can kind of have it both ways. You can have water flowing from both directions. Just for an hour and a half here. I'm not feeling like this is it at the moment. I think I'm gonna get. We're up to 8 people fishing the same peninsula. And I'm definitely gonna move. This is too much. So So let's find another location. Okay, so I'm packing up from the first location, and then there's like 8 people fishing here. But still, I think it's too early in the day. It's too cold in the water to be here. So I'm just gonna let them fish here. I'm gonna make breakfast, eat it while I drive, a sandwich, and then go to a new place. So I see you there. Okay, second location. I've never fished here before. Yeah, I think I managed to lose one of my microphones because I'm not connecting to it when I connect to it. But yeah, they were 200 crowns, so I'm not gonna cry over that. $20 microphones. Not the end of the world. Really want to get the new DJI mini microphones. What I've heard, they sound really good. It's just more like kind of aiming for every time I get an upgrade for the channel, it's because my the amount of followers is growing. So you know, subscribe so you get better sound quality, better video quality. That's kind of the thinking is. The point of me spending bunch of money unless it's, you know, for a bigger audience. I hope I'm not sounding like an asshole, but you know, it costs money to do this. I'm cutting bounce off my line. It was pretty frayed, and I'm worried that I knocked my yeah, you call it line eye guide, fishing line guide into some rock, and it's chipped on the end and it's damaging my line. So I need to go back and watch Seppo's video about how you change them out. But we are gonna change bait. These guys will look good. It's taut. Nice little bait. Oh, what a cool place. It's very shallow here. Fish in. Oh, I have that cove there. I have another one over there. No one fishing this. It should be fairly easy to find a warm spot here. It should just be a bit harder to find one that has some cover also for the fish. I'm kind of sweating in the briefs. There's some really nice looking big stones over there, but I kind of want to keep, to show you here, I kind of want to keep fishing the northern facing. And then if you see all the way super far in the back there's like this land mass with the forest. That's where we're gonna sleep tonight. So I'm trying to just go like, not be super competitive, but just enjoy that I have a whole Saturday and a Sunday for myself, and I also get to go out camping. So just want to thank Adam from Baltic Fishing for setting me up with waders, and especially because the size that I needed wasn't in the store at the moment, but he had a customer that had bought my size for mistake, and the size he had in store was the size he needed. So I actually just bought the pair that guy needed, Anders. And then I met him up because he was also taking part in the tournament. And we exchanged wader pants, and I got my medium king and he got his medium. And the shoes fit so good. It's like I feel like I can walk for hours in this. So we're really gonna expand on the hiking, sea trout, fishing, camping man videos. Yeah, but let's fish in this extremely shallow, calm water with a tiny little bait with the wind on our back, and let's just keep going all day long, baby. It's gonna give you guys some fresh batteries, some mighty fresh batteries. All right, it's looking mighty fine. It's extremely clear. It's kind of too clear actually, but I want to have some moving water, like some ripples for the fish to hide in. But I think I saw a shrimp earlier. A shrimp, a little crustacean. But the water definitely is warmer here. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we got the wind picking up, making some ripples in the water. It's the question if we switch over to the wicks bait I got instead. Yeah, let's switch over to something I can run much more shallow than this. So I always kind of want to match. If it's not super cold, I kind of just want to match the bottom a little bit. I have this guy here. We fished with it before. It's pretty ready, but this one is. It just looks like it belongs here, and it's pretty. You can move it pretty slow in the water. The hook is set to face upwards. So you can actually knock some stones with it. So we're gonna run that instead. So I got a spinner flasher with a quick release. Feels nearly cheaty. So I kind of never run them. I always go with tie knot to knot. But we're probably gonna try out a couple of different of these baits that are not through line. So then this guy is perfect. It would be nice to have a little line in front of it. I feel like the metal. Like if they were to make this better, then the metal that goes from the quick release, this part here, this should be like 3-4 centimeters. That'll be make it much better. But I think I'm gonna stop and or like stop fishing here. Okay, one throw. I'm gonna throw 2 times. I'm gonna throw 2 times here. So I'm thinking I rather wanna I should be fishing in the deep water first, but there's a deep channel here heading inland. I'm just gonna fish it in 2 throws. And then I gotta go to the swans. As Seppo has been talking about, swans are often in the warmest water. Those swans we've seen today, this was a seaweed, have been further out. I need to fix up this knot. This deeper water here on the inside of the cove, I just want to fish it on the way back. So yeah, no stopping. Swans. Let's go for swans. And then let's fish this again after a couple hours there, because I can just feel it, how much colder the water is right here. It still hasn't warmed up. It was -3 in the night, so let's just head out and throw in the deep part. Much smarter. Okay, and by the swans. We're kind of by the swans kind of left also. You can feel the water is much warmer here. I kind of wanted to get more waves here. The ripples on the water are good, at least. But I want more ripples. You can see there's like a shallow reef out there. I wonder if that's the one I can walk out. Like, you can stand basically where the swans is. You just have to enter it from a very certain location. So I'm gonna fish this for a bit. I'm gonna move up, and then I think I'm actually just gonna try to get out on that reef. It's questionable if I can just walk straight over there. Probably not. It's keeping up. Yeah. Just keep moving upwards. I think I might have gotten my first bite. It wasn't like tick, tick, tick. It was just one tick. But it was quite aggressive. I don't know if I just managed to time the reel with a stone. But I was just gonna throw once here, but I think I'm gonna throw a couple of times. I'm 80% sure it was just a stone. Oh no, that's fuller. Oh, fish on. Ooh, what is that? Yes, it's hey, completely wrong species. What the hell? That's why the bite was so weird. All right. Didn't even think I could catch you on this. Keep you in the water. Do do do. I did not. You have such a smooth face. Hard to unhook it. Oh, there we go. That's funny. So this is what I caught. Oh, big ass sit there. Not what I was looking for, but we caught something. So just turn that in and just spray it a little silver. But that explains why the type of the bite, it was not like sea trout aggression, it was different. So there's fish here, it's just not the right type. Yeah, I think it's time for lunch. But I really like this location. It's a really nice place to fish. I think it's gonna be like fire in the afternoon. So maybe just go to the car, get lunch, see if there's another road I can take to get a little bit closer to here, and then just fish here till 4 or 5. You can easily fish here a couple hours. I'm also gonna go out like way out on the reef there, and then right before they end like the timer goes out for when you can bring in fish, then we get on the car and we go up to this place we're gonna hike out to and set up camp. So yeah, but I'm hungry. Let's eat lunch. Well, I am on my way to the next location and the weather is insanely nice. It's super sunny. It's not that much wind. That's kind of bad for us, but it's really nice. Pretty warm, or like I'm really warm. I'm basically sweating. So it's 20 to 1. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna go to the last location I fish before we go hiking to the camping. We're gonna camp over the night. I talked to my fishing mentor, like I call him, and he told me that actually that's a pretty good place when the fishing is bad, because we were just talking about how the weather had turned and and how the wind is right now, and it's like bad fishing for everyone kind of weather. So we're gonna go to a place that was already planned and is supposed to be pretty good for catching fish when everything else is shit. But you need to drive to a parking location, and then you need to hike for a bit. But that's fine, that's why we're out here. And the new waders with my Sims shoes, absolute fantastic. My feet feel great, and I'm not worried about walking in them because I've been doing it since 7 in the morning, and they are absolutely wonderful. So let's go. Okay, I'm in a pretty naughty location. So we were fishing over there earlier. I can't really see that. And then there's a reef that goes out here. There's a reef that goes out here, and there's a reef that goes out there. So I got 5 hours, or let's say we got 4 hours to fish before we have to also drive back. The sun is coming out, and if there's any fish to be left, then we have to leave that fish. So I'm gonna make lunch to start with. Then I'm gonna fish this beautiful reef, or a little bit there. We'll fish a little bit there, and then we fish a little bit there, and a little bit, I mean 5 hours of fishing. And then yeah, it's time to either weigh in fish or drive further north and go camping. So let's see what happens. I'm hungry at least, so I'm gonna make something to eat. Using the chance to charge batteries, cook lunch, dry my gloves, just everything I can do in the time that I'm here. A bit half out, half in shot. No. So I'm gonna go for the noodles. I'm gonna save the spam stuff for tonight. So I don't know if you can see it. It's how warm it gets when you're running around fishing. So moist down there, so I'm getting that lovely moisture away. Yesterday I sewed with my sewing machine. I made this a little nicer. My cut off disc trowel. It's always like so raggedy in the ends. I want to have it a little nicer. There we go. Jiggly, jiggly, jiggly. Jiggly, jiggly, jiggly. With the powder. I guess this is just one of this, bean thing. It's gonna heat up so fast. Straight on with the egg. In here, that's not good. Oh shit, I can move the paper. Smart little noodle that's unlucky. And look at this. Does this look like it's sticking? It's not sticking to the paper either, so probably lower the heat. Way too much. Yeah. Oh, it's burning under. Yeah, it's not so bad. Oh, look at this. It's fine. Can we flip it? Look at that, and on titanium. If you're wondering why I'm like so impressed by this, I've never seen anyone else do this. I hope, did I invent this? Probably not. But try frying an egg straight on your titanium pan and then get back to me. There we go. Alright, I got my weird energy drink that is riffled for my pleasure for some weird reason. And then I got the delicious noodle thing sitting on the sand on this nice little beach here. I think I'm just gonna eat. I'm just gonna shut up and eat. I'm really hungry. Oh yeah, these cup noodles are really good. Well, lunch is ready. Time to go back to fishing. And I ended up chilling for an hour, just fixing my boots, and then I actually did a thing where I put through line with like a ring, and then used the spinner as a quick release, because I see them do salmon like this, so why not sea trout? Get some bling before in the water. I think this is gonna look pretty great. I was talking to Seppo before, and he told me green and yellow is a pretty decent color right now. It was a killer, so I decided to do that also. So we're gonna just go pretty far out on, it's this then. We fish this middle here. And fish around. I think I'm not gonna film any more fishing today, or very little at least, unless I catch something, because also gonna hike and put up a tent today, so like a smart YouTuber would make this into like 3 videos, but I'm not a smart man. So, but now the wind has turned, so now it's blowing towards land, so that's good. It's gonna take some time for the fish to catch up, so we're gonna go out on this reef and we're gonna fish these deep parts. It's gonna be nice because we can have the wind in our back. Yeah, I just want to say that I have a seriously good feeling for this place. You know when you just get this stomach feeling, like there is fish here. I think that's enough of this location. I think this is like the 3rd location. I feel like I should have started on the further out reef, but I'm gonna head there now. What's the time? Oh, it's 3 o'clock. So 3 hours left. Yeah, I feel like I should at least go there and fish. I really felt like there's fish here. I still think there is. Just hard to find. Well, the wind did turn the wrong direction for a couple of hours, or like half a day, so it needs to blow the right direction for a couple hours again to like get the fish into the right spots. But definitely gonna come here again. Might be just be kind of the trip to take fish this 2-3 locations, and then we're gonna see how the new camping spot is gonna look like and how it is to fish it. And I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. But let's go out to the far peak, what do you say? The furthest point, fish that reef, and wow, it's really hard to imagine that this episode isn't gonna be like 4 hours long. So, oops, sorry. Well, say goodbye to this beautiful place. I'm also like kinda like, do I want to camp here? No, we're gonna go further out. But this is definitely gonna be camped one day. Yeah, this is so just deeper. Couldn't be any deeper here. I just want to show off this cool. Take the camera down. So that there is a drying rack for nets, and then these little houses are old, just like boat houses and fishing gear houses. And then you can see there's dugout. There's some other dugout boat places here, so you can launch your boat from. And then back in the old days, like maybe not that old days, but yeah, it's not much fishing anymore in Öland. You would keep your boats, your nets and stuff here. You have places where you can hang them up and clean them, dry them before you store them, and then all your fishing shit is kept in these places. So I'm taking a bit of a break. I'm standing on a big stone, so as in break, I'm just warming up my legs. It's still a pretty cool location just because you can see so far into the water. Well, now we got a wind towards the coast for a couple of hours now, so hopefully they're like coming in. This is a really short update. It's like 20 to 5, so I'm gonna be I'm just gonna fish off this. This is a really nice place. I should just not stay too long on this rock. It's just, walking in the water since 7 in the morning, so it's pretty nice to keep my legs out of the water for a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna start the camera if I catch something, or there's amazingly beautiful nature, or something insanely amazing happens. But otherwise, I'm just gonna save myself the edit. Imagine if I was a clever YouTuber, I could make like 3 videos and like 100 shorts from these 2 days. And monetize myself. I can be out here with Mr. Beast, and he is grafting new eyebrows onto my face because I have no eyebrows. No, I have eyebrows. I have actually beautiful eyebrows. My eyebrows are so amazing that when I was a little kid, I had an operation. I can't remember what it was. And I woke up from the operation. There was 3 nurses standing over me. Mind you, I'm like 9 years old. And the first question I hear is, "Oh my God, do you pluck your eyebrows? They are amazing. You have such beautiful eyebrows." Yeah, so that's like never leaving my brain. Ever. And that was fishing update and a story moment with Hjalmar. How the hell am I gonna get the fish if I catch a fish? Whatever, figure out later. So, like a sun flare, yeah, whatever. It's like 30 minutes left of the competition. It takes me like 20 minutes, 25 minutes to drive to the weigh-in. But honestly, I can barely feel my left hand, and I'm cramping up in my right hand, and I'm pretty much just done for today. So I am just gonna go. I think I know of a toilet. That's my plan. That's what I'm hunting right now. Find a toilet, and then we head out to the parking, and then we hike out to the camping place. And then just because you can't leave anything, or like you can't weigh in anything after 6, I'm probably gonna catch something at the place we're gonna camp, because that's how it goes. Yeah, see you there, guys. Okay, it's kind of strange, but so I drove all the way to the nature reserve and then realized, oh, there's like no camping inside the nature reserve, and it's a humongous nature reserve. I was just like, I'm not gonna plan it too much, I just want to go there and I want to sleep over there, and then just both illegal and a lot of people there with parking, so like, yeah. And then I'm looking at the weather for tonight and in the morning, and then the stupid thing is like kind of the best place to be, I think, is literally where we camped last time and where I started this morning. So and I'm kind of thinking about just doing that, because then I can just drive out all the way to where I camped, like I did this morning. Stash the car there in the corner, and then just put the tent up right next to it, and I don't need to really do much in the morning except just pack it, throw it in the car, and then drive off. Yeah, it's like home sweet home, I guess, because I'm at the same location as we went camping like 2-3 weeks ago. Exactly the same location. I'm really impressed. I thought I was really kind of moist from the sweat, but it wasn't so bad. Not at all. Just catching instead of fishing, because I can't take any fish now in, so I'm just gonna use the last of the sunlight to dry the sweat from waders. Some really nice Danish people fishing here right now. Let's put the tent up. Yeah, what the hell is this? Maybe like it might just be like, oh my god, I might just give up on you. Whatever it is. It doesn't want it doesn't want to open. I got a whiff of it. It smelled like cat food. So I might just skip that. Just make some tomato soup. Yeah, we got this beautiful sunset. Super nice day. And I'm kind of just in a really bad mood. Because my wife told me today that probably the neighbor's dog got into our yard and killed like half my chicken flock. And that's probably the 4th time in a couple of years that has happened, that it's either killed or hurt most of my chickens. So I dislike this neighbor tremendously. And she should absolutely not keep animals. That's something that she has proven over the last years. Well, but there's nothing much I can do. They have taken care of what can be done at home, and then we hope some more chickens will turn up and manage to get away because they're just in the forest hiding. But right now I'm just gonna stay here instead of driving for like nearly 2 hours to get home, just to be in a bad mood at home. We're gonna get up really early and I'm gonna head straight out there and I'm gonna fish. I really just want to be in the moment, but I am just angry as fuck. Oh. Yeah, well, you don't need to see me go to sleep, so I think I'm just gonna see you guys tomorrow. I'm kind of exhausted and I just want to lay down and watch something, turn off my brain. Oh. Yeah, why are you not watching the sunset? Shut up. Okay, so I kind of just woke up at 7:30. I did get up first at 6 or 5:30 or something. I didn't really sleep that great. And then I just realized that it was 3 degrees. So like, it's just, we need sun and warmth to warm the water. So there's like no point of me getting up that early. So I got a bit of extra sleep. And what I'm doing now is just stuffing all my camping gear into this box, so I don't need to pack anything. And then I'm gonna back the car so I can cook in the back here and without having the wind straight in my face. I can tell you that I'm wearing an extra layer. I got my hot gloves on to like warm up my hands after a day of fishing. I need to put on God damn, what the hell? Yeah, I just woken up. I just want coffee. I'm gonna put on not a hat, beanie. What the hell do you call it? Whoop. No, nature. Ugh. Yeah. But I get back to you when I'm cooking water for coffee and stuff, and then I tell you the game plan. Okay, now I got a big ass space to cook in, out of the wind, and I just need to stuff my tent right there, and I'm done. Then I can just cook, and then we can fish. Okay, so now basically just the tent is up, and I've stuffed everything into the back of the car. Or stuffed. I have so much space to play with here in the back. Look at this. I have no idea where anything is, but I have a lot of space. So that's my problem tonight. When I get home, I'm gonna take my AirPress. I'm gonna make coffee. I'm gonna make oatmeal. And after I got those ingredients together into my belly, I'm gonna go out fishing. But I think I am just gonna. I'm not gonna film too much because I saw like how much I filmed already, and it's just like so much just standing in the water throwing. Gets pretty boring just to show that all the time, so I don't need to film more of that. Yeah, that is my plan. So I will just see you guys when something interesting happens. Yep, goodbye. And look at this. Like the water level just as yesterday. You see that there's the dark stones, that's where it was. When we came here at 7 yesterday, we had water all the way up to here. It's already gone down. I had to walk out there just to wash my pot. I'm wondering if the wind cat can handle this. That's like the thing, yeah, on the microphone. This wind that's now, but I'm not gonna film much just because I have enough of this material. I walk to the end of this, and then I'm gonna be throwing kind of with the wind, fishing after the coast. So like this all the time as I walk all the way down, and we're gonna be in there fishing. I have not much belief in that side because the wind turned. It was blowing inland, then it spun around, uh, and blew out to sea, so anti-clockwise, and then it flipped again in the night and spun clockwise, and is now blowing west, like west north. What do you say, west west north? Something like that. So switch to big pink mama, and I'm like totally changed my mind kind of about quick release, because this is like a flasher, a tiny little flasher in the front, fluorescent line, nylon. This is pretty awesome. I rigged up a couple of baits, all in the 24 gram size, and they're just ready to go. So I'm gonna start with pink, I'm gonna go for blue, and then when I get out of the wind, I'm gonna switch back to the yellow, smaller one, like 18 gram. It's just I need a lot of weight to throw in this wind. So yeah, let's go. Yeah, not much to say. Yeah, not much to say. I spent the last 2 hours fishing this whole thing. Some nice fly fishermen just to go over the spot, talk to him for a bit. He hadn't caught a fish since Tuesday. So found some old coffee in a thermos since Friday, warming that up, and just ate some bread and stuff. So yeah, kind of not been filming much because I've been just trying to use the most of the last hours of the competition, and then also like we have so much of me fishing, and then kind of with the news yesterday about the chickens. So apparently we have lost 5 chickens out of 10. So we lost half the flock to a dog, 100%. This is only a dog that does the damage they do. There was no blood, just dead chickens that some dog has been playing with like a toy. So yeah, fuck that neighbor. He's a piece of shit, or she is a piece of shit. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna get back home to. I have 2 injured chickens, but there's no like open wounds or anything, so there's nothing I can do anyway. I'm just gonna feed them like wet cat food and water and hope they survive. It's Henrik the rooster, and then one of the 5-year-old chickens, purebred, and then I lost the 5-1. The species is called like 5-1. I lost 2 of those, Two of them mixed breeds and one of the mixed Faverolles. So yeah, it's like 4 or 5 years of work in breeding just gone in an afternoon because someone can't keep an eye on her dog and doesn't like, yeah, the person literally just leaves the dog in a cage alone for hours and hours a day. So that's why he lashes out and does that. Probably because then she locks him inside her house for hours or days because he knows exactly what the dog did. So yeah, the dog is like just basically getting conditioned to do shit like that. So he gets to get inside the house. So great, great job, great job. Yeah. Oh, a bad mood again. Changed location again. Or like I told you, I was gonna change location. I was very close to just want to go home. Check on my poor chickens. But it's 2 hours left to the competition. It's an hour long drive home, so I think I'm just gonna keep fishing instead. Sounds a bit cruel, but my wife has already done everything that we can do. Uh, yeah, let's fish for here. We have 10-minute drive to the drop off, so we fish for an hour and a half here. Oh, well, this is the end of day 2. There's like 20 minutes left of the competition. No one has gotten any contact that I've spoken to. That's been fishing the same location. Last thing I kind of did in the water was dropping my um, swim bait. It's just exactly too deep for me to reach it. So my both my sweaters were like wet up to the shoulder. So I just kind of like, oh no, I don't want to do more. I'm done for today. It's been what I started 7 in the morning. Started 7 in the morning on Saturday, and I fished until 2:30 today or 2:20. Uh, enough hours. It's just a shame. Last weekend was such a good weather for fishing, and now competition weekend it's turned to shit. So I hope I feel like I filmed none of the camping and so much of the fishing again. So I'm not a award award winning filmmaker, that's for sure. So, but I'm pretty exhausted. I need to go home, see my family, take care of my chickens, and then figure out how to edit this mess because it's like I don't know, a million hours of video again. Next weekend, my wife is working. The weekend after that, I don't know. There's nothing like coming up now that I planned. We're probably gonna go fish in the evenings. We're gonna go fish with Seppo. I'm wondering if I should just do like a pure hiking video next. Just go hiking and camping. That's been a really long time ago. But I didn't really sleep that great tonight, and it's still like the mattress is like it's much nicer. It's like as nice as it's gonna get with a blow up mattress. But like how I sleep at home is I'm like half on my stomach with like 2 pillows and very technical sleeping position that I'm having a hard time like emulating out in nature. It's like weird. It's the hammocks. I sleep like a baby. I sleep so hard in a hammock, but sleeping on the mat hasn't really worked out too good. So I have to figure out a way to sleep on it better, and also just like sugary cookies and energy drinks. Couple of no, well, it's like 8 hours before bed, but might have something to do with it. Oh, I have sand in my hair. Oh, but yeah, I am gonna go home. And thank you for watching. This is another episode of Carl Quest. I'm about to merge into main traffic, so I will see you guys another episode and another short. I have no idea. So see you later. I was an old guy so angry that I'm correctly positioned on an intersection, and it's like this is how you will go into another street or like drive off a main street. You take like a, but this is how old people do it. That guy was mad that he couldn't farm turn into the street because I was in the way. Well, it's called positioning, and you learn it when you take your driving license. Well, I don't know. Can't blame them. It's like 60 years since they took their license. Is this the ending? Is this the end? Yes, it is. Goodbye.